Welcome back to day 2 of your robot lesson with Miss Sarnowski. Today, you're going to finish your drawing and also color your robot. So, for example, you might not have drawn your robot totally last week, or you might not have decorated the background. So today, I want you to do those two things. If you didn't finish making all the little teeny details on your robot, right, do that first. I also decided to add some things to the background. I was saying last time that my robot was a baking and cooking robot that could make me any type of food I wanted, right? So I drew all the types of food I wanted all around the background. You can make your background however you want, but you probably want to have it make sense with whatever your robot was choosing to do, like cleaning up your room, cleaning the kitchen, maybe your robot plays with you. I'm not sure what your robot's doing, but make sure your background is related to your robot. Now, last week, we talked about that we need a protector sheet underneath our tin foil so that if our Sharpie marker pokes through, it doesn't get on the table. Make sure you have one of those again today. If you only have a black permanent marker, right, see this says permanent marker, not washable. If you only have black, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to maybe add some cool coloring details to your robot, even if you only have black. If you have other colors, that's great too. Now, when you're coloring with Sharpie, you might want to just color things in all the way, right? So like if I want to color in these buttons, right, for the oven, I could just color them in all the way. But if I want to do some different, patterns that are going to look like coloring, I can do that too. So maybe instead of coloring the robot's eyes in all the way, I can make it crisscross. And then it looks kind of like I colored it, but it's a nice pattern, right? I could also only do this. Let's see, what could I use it for? I could do this only going in one direction. So maybe for the stove, I'm only going to do some lines going in one direction. Trying to really go carefully so I don't poke through my tin foil. But if you do, it's not the end of the world, right? Everything's going to be okay, right? So I only went in one direction on the part of my oven. I'm going to also maybe use some dots to add some detail. So maybe I'm going to use just little teeny tiny dots to add detail to my shelves. These were like my little baking trays for the robot to hold things that they wanted, that they had already baked, right? So you have some strategies. Even if you only have a black Sharpie, right, you can add all these cool details to color in your artwork. If you do have access to different colored Sharpies, right, that's nice too. The nice thing about Sharpie, this is a whole entire block of cheese. I love cheese. So I can just color in this whole thing. But what's a little bit different is that usually when you're coloring with Sharpies on paper, like regular paper, you could just color right over your lines. The thing about Sharpie is that it'll start to smudge. So I do need to kind of color around my designs as best I can because the Sharpie will smudge on the tin foil. If you're not even doing this on tinfoil because you're like, Miss Sarnowski, I don't have time for that and I don't have tinfoil, you could really use whatever, markers, Sharpies, crayons that you have to color. I'm going to check back in with you when I'm finished. And here is my finished robot. As you can see, I colored in some of the food, but then I actually decided to leave my robot with just like the black and then the different designs because I thought the tinfoil looked so cool. Happy creating today. I can't wait for you to share these with me by emailing them to me. Enjoy creating.